Well, how y'all are? It's your old buddy George Jones over at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on 8. Let's try out a newer gun. The newer gun I have today is this guy, the Tarus G2C, which is officially the PT-111 G2C. G2C, the G2s came out, I don't know, about 3 years ago, and they really took the market by storm as being a mid-size to compact, in between a mid-size and a compact 9mm defensive handgun. And the original G2s, they had little problems. We sent a few of them back to the factory for updating and repair and so forth, and now this is the updated version, the G2C. This gun's manufactured in Taurus, Miami, Florida, and I believe this one is made in the USA. No, it says Taurus Arms made in Brazil on it. It has serial number and G2C 9mm. It's a 12-shot, double-stack, single feed 9mm handgun. It is kind of between a double action and a striker fired gun because it has refire or dead fire on it. So if you snap on a primer, you can pull it, and it'll continue to snap. And you just keep hammering that dud primer until such time as it fires or you get killed. So that's a good feature if you've got crappy ammo. You've got one in battery and it didn't shoot, just punch it again and see if it'll fire. That's kind of an advantage, I think. I've got a target set up down there at 15 yards and we're going to try it. Now, I went through the box at the house and got all of the oddball hollow point ammunition. So I've got Hydra Shocks, 9BP, critical defense, critical duty. I think there's a couple of rounds of zombie in there. There's a couple of rounds of silver tip, a black talon or two. And the purpose of this demonstration is to show that the G2C shoots and will feed just about everything you put in it. I theorize that it feeds just about everything you put in it because my old G2 would feed everything I put in it. Pull that guy back, put it in battery. It has a loaded round indicator up here on top, which is separate from your extractor. So let's go get it. This one's got a manual safety on it. We'll talk about that as well. All right, let's beat her up our center of mass and see if it'll shoot it. There's one. Ejects nicely. Throw another one up in there. Drop that slide manually and go at it again here. And we got one left. I'm gonna drop it in the battery, close that in there, and see if we can't work this out. All right, everything drops nicely. In a gunfight, you want that magazine to drop good. The trigger on the G2C is still a little creepy, like the original G2s, but if you go to release to reset, it's a lot better than the older one. So they've made some little microscopic change in the gun to make it a little bit more shootable gun. Oh, let's go down there and see what kind of shooting I actually got out of it at 15 yards. I personally count the G2 series guns as being 7-yard guns. That that was about 30 rounds. No, let's see, 24 rounds. So, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then the rest of them are in zones where the target has previously been shot. 3 bullseyes, most all of it on the paper. I got kind of a hurry there at the end, so, you know, does it shoot? Yeah, the gun shoots. The gun shoots, and at 15 yards, your accuracy would be much better. Also, it cycles everything I've put in it so far. So that's one of my super criteria is does it work? Can you launch a bullet with it? You know, does it hang up? Does it malfunction? And if it doesn't do that, you're about halfway there. I've never shot these guns well, just to tell you the truth, and I've owned several of them. This one has a little bit better than the previous ones I've got. It's got 3-dot sights on it. It has exterior safety on it, which some people prefer that, and some don't. You know, I bought this gun to carry on duty because I needed something that was a little bit smaller than a 1911 getting in and out of vehicles, or a little bit smaller than a SIG 320 getting in and out of vehicles, and that sort of thing. And the type of criminal justice work I do, the gun is in the secure box in the cruiser a lot more than it's in my holster. So, like that. So I needed something a little bit better, and 38s weren't in our policy, so I got me one of these. I'm pretty happy with it overall. It's never been a good 15-yard gun. It's a 7-yard gun. That's about the size of it. But we'll see on down the road. Taurus G2C works good. Shoots fair, works good. Packable gun. If you carry this gun as a concealed deadly weapons licensee gun, as a concealed carry gun, 9 chances out of 10, the firearms confrontation that you get into is going to be at 3 feet. So it's more important for the gun to function than it is to shoot straight. All right, then. That's about the size of it. Like I take, share a pie, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me an old $1 in a Patreon bucket on the way out the door if you want to. Join the NRA now. I'm telling you, that's the only one that's really in there. That's the only one that's really in the fight. Like that. Y'all have a great 2A day, and thanks for watching. We'll see you now.